option. With federal Section 8 funding slashed again this quarter, thousands of families are expected to lose their homes.
I have not ate in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to feed me.
People frequently have quite diverse perspectives on the same event, particularly when it involves personal accountability and challenging conditions. Depending on what they're dealing with in real life, something that appears simple from the outside may look far more complicated to those who are directly involved. Because of this, these videos typically elicit strong responses and continuous conversation. They raise more general concerns about responsibility, expectations, and people's reactions to increasing pressure. The compilation progresses through additional scenes intended to emphasize those divergent viewpoints and keep viewers interested until the very end.
4 days until I'm officially evicted and out on the streets for a month. All because I decided to come on the World Wide Web and post that I pay $50 in rent in a 2-bedroom in a 10-story building, which I could have kept it to myself, not bragged about it. But I did that. And one of you taxpayers went and found out where I lived and told my housing management. So now I have to leave because y'all got into my business that much, that y'all care about what I got going on. At this point, I'm just taking it day by day. I have no plan. To be honest, I don't know what's next. I do know after the month, they already told me that I can go somewhere else. They already have the place, but it's not gonna be ready for 2 months. So I do know that much, that I'm not gonna be on the streets for long. But I'm saying after the 30 days is up, I don't know what I'm doing next. Like, I don't know where. I guess I could sleep in my car for a month, which is super uncomfortable, but I guess you gotta deal with being uncomfortable. That's the consequence.
For her, the time for introspection appears to have finally arrived. Speaking candidly about something like incredibly cheap rent can have quite diverse effects on a large audience, and it probably attracted more attention and responses than anticipated. These kinds of remarks can swiftly spark criticism once they are made public, particularly if people believe they are being presented incorrectly. Such incidents frequently serve as lessons regarding the potential unexpected repercussions of disclosing certain information online. Ultimately, it emphasizes how words and deeds, particularly when disclosed in public, can result in actual consequences that must be dealt with later.
As a taxpayer, I support this video's message. Check this out.
Okay, listen up, guys. I have a big update, okay? The process for removing lifelong Section 8 housing recipients has been drafted. So this is what it says. So people will not be allowed to get Section 8 for more than 2 years. Let's go, because in 2 years you should have your shit together. I don't care what nobody say, unless you disabled. October 2025 is when they're supposed to be doing the budget for 2026, so that's only in a couple of months. These rules will be sent to the states. The states will then notify tenants who have been on Section 8 for longer than 2 years, because why are you still on Section 8, Mom? Okay. They'll notify you and give you 60 to 90 days, making you aware that the program would end for you in 60 to 90 days. A 60 versus 90-day notice will depend on the state that you live in. Public Housing Authority representatives will be making contact with the people who are currently on Section 8, beginning with who has been on the program the longest. Okay, Section 8 will no longer be a lifestyle passed down from generation to generation. Let's go, let's go. That's called get off your ass and go to work. I'm sorry. Or this is just a thought. Stop having kids that you can't afford to take care of and wanting somebody else in the government to help you take care of your kids, okay? While you get 30-inch bust downs and you get your nails done and your toes done and you going to Miami, you getting BBLs, baby. Get a job, okay? I'm happy. If you ain't happy, that means that you've been sitting on your ass too long. Get your ass up and go get a job, okay? The recruiting office is open. Baby, go get them good benefits, okay? That's just a suggestion. If you don't know where to start with the military, okay? Go to the recruiting office, all right? If you want some benefits for life, because at least you will earn those benefits, okay?
So in conclusion, to all of my EBT scammers, you horrible people, your fairy tale has come to an end. The day has come. It's time to get off your lazy ass and go get a job.
Many people view programs like Section 8 as short-term assistance to help them regain stability, and 2 years can seem like a long time. However, each person's position is unique, and deadlines can change based on things like personal circumstances and employment prospects.
Yeah, Mr. Trump, I don't care nothing about what you and your little side piece, Miss Argentina, got going on, okay? Release my food stamps. I got 8 kids to feed.
4 of us, Mommy.
And we the people of America, the baby daddies, 7 of them, they married with their husbands, okay? So leave me alone. Release my food stamps. You took the apple trees, you took the orange trees, you took all the trees, and now I got to be able to afford your expensive food. I need a refund immediately, okay?
Since aid programs aren't usually long-term or guaranteed, people eventually have to rely more on their own income for daily expenses. Regarding the shopping aspect, it can be noticeable to see bags from a more upscale retailer, but it doesn't always convey the whole picture. Individuals may purchase there for convenience, special offers, or discounted goods. Therefore, a single element like that may not accurately represent their circumstances as a whole. Even if the complete context isn't always evident, it's another illustration of how brief observations in these videos might result in snap judgments.
I have not ate in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to feed me. 5 whole days I haven't ate shit. I got over 4,000 fucking followers. And if y'all don't send me shit, I'm blocking all of y'all. I'm blocking all of y'all. Fuck this shit.
This request seems out of the ordinary, especially considering the audience's tone. The manner in which someone requests money from their following is crucial, and in this case, it appears to cause more conflict than support. However, viewers frequently wonder why requests are being made online rather than through personal funds or other means. Moments like this stick out and elicit powerful reactions because of that contrast. Overall, it shows how quickly public opinion may change when communication and expectations don't match what the audience finds fair.
Prideful that 16-year-old daughter is trying to get my fucking Section 8 and my food stamps taken away. I have 5 kids, okay? And although my 16-year-old isn't my oldest, my son is the oldest. He got the whole, he knew what he was supposed to do. He didn't work until he moved out of my house. I have been getting Section 8 forever. I have 5 baby daddies, I have 5 kids, and I don't want to work. I just don't want to work. So I do the minimum so that I can get my Section 8. I have a good, decent house for being on it, and it takes forever to get it. And the only rule in my house is that you can't get a job until you are 18 and out of my house. Well, my daughter is upset because she wants to get her own job and have her own money because she doesn't like that she wears Goodwill clothes and can't get her hair done and her nails done and can't buy prom dresses and this and that. And I laid it out to her. I said, girl, you're going to take the roof over all of our heads if you do that and you get a job. And now she just keeps going upon herself in applying for jobs anyways. If I have another income in, I'm also not going to get our almost $2,000 a month in food stamps. She needs to get it together. It's pissing me off. Am I a bad person if I kick her out? Because, honestly, she should be kicked out if she gets my housing taken away. That's the roof over my other kids' heads.
It's a challenging moment to see, particularly when the youngsters appear to be involved in the transfer of responsibility, because it raises questions about how accountability is being handled in the circumstance. That type of framing can be disconcerting. However, it's difficult to fully comprehend the meaning behind what's being stated because video like this don't often present the whole picture. Nevertheless, it emphasizes how crucial it is to handle discussions about accountability and future objectives with caution, particularly when children are involved. All things considered, it makes a powerful impression and raises questions regarding potential interpretations of such signals.
Section 8 tenant hasn't paid a dime out of their own pocket since November of 2021. That's almost 4 years of non-payment. And today, now that the eviction's finally over, we're going to go inside and see just how badly they've trashed this place. I mean, this is pretty trashy, and it's not all that surprising. I mean, the warning signs were all there, right? Being on Section 8, not paying $5 a month. Your share was $5 a month. You couldn't or you wouldn't pay it, right? What kind of respect does that show for anything? And, well, that question is answered by the way you've treated the property. What the hell is that? I mean, here you go, shocker, right? Got an ashtray in the place. You've got ash everywhere. I mean, everything is coated with ash. All right, so on to the next bedroom. Remember, this is a 3-bedroom apartment in Massachusetts. This place was, wow, that's a lot of crap. Oh my God. I mean, I wish I could tell you I'm utterly shocked and who could live like this. I know who could live like this. You see it a lot on our channel. And here we go, another red flag for you. Not a smoke detector in...
The state in which they left the property definitely sticks out, especially because it appears that basic property maintenance and respect were neglected. Any landlord can find situations like that annoying since it takes more time, money, and effort to get things back to normal. The length of time required for such a minor contribution is another thing that draws attention. When obligations aren't fulfilled within that time, the situation becomes more complicated and raises concerns about how things were managed along the way. All things considered, it emphasizes how persistent flaws like this can accumulate over time and ultimately result in much larger consequences.
With Housing Authority? Hey, how you doing, sir? It's Jasmine Thornton there? Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Lee, with Housing Authority. We're here to serve an eviction. I don't know, they said that you people, that you had, 30-day notice, everything. Hold on, sir, please, sir, don't touch him. Sir, listen, everybody calm down. Okay, who is are you, who's this, ma'am?
That's my boyfriend.
Oh, okay. How you doing? I'm Lee with Housing Authority.
I'm good.
She is currently late on her rent, 3 months behind.
Late on my rent? 3 months behind?
Yeah, and this is my mover. He's moving things. He's the one that's part of my team.
Hold on.
Listen, bro. Listen. Can you tell something? Listen, y'all. Everybody, calm down. Everybody, just relax.
Well, we calm.
He is supposed to be moving things.
I ain't getting no letter. I don't know this shit. This ain't that.
Listen, bro. Listen, I need everybody to come. Listen, bro. Calm. You need to relax, bro. Listen, you need to calm down. Listen, bro. He's doing his job. He is doing his job.
Bro, he ain't tell me shit. He ain't tell me.
Listen,
He ain't tell me.
Listen. I got the letter right here. Listen, here's the letter. Here you go.
I ain't never get none of this.
So they said they've been giving you notices for like the past 3 months. You haven't. You're late.
What you talking about? I paid you the rent. I paid you. What you talking about? You should have paid this earlier. I did.
Listen.
Watch out.
Listen, bro. Hey, sir, we got. Hold on. We got to call authority.
This ain't that, boss.
Relax. We got to call authority. This stuff has to go. She has a 30-day notice. This is the day. We're serving the eviction. She didn't go to court. She didn't even show up. Sir.
I didn't know nothing about this. That's going on right now. No.
And you don't even give me no letter, but you're just now showing us. Yo, we sent it to. Sir, can you please?
So what's going on?
Sir, can you calm down?
Tell me what's going on, bro.
Sir,
You ain't telling me enough information.
Hey, call. Listen.
This ain't that, boss.
Listen,
This ain't that.
Sir.
This ain't that.
Tommy, relax. Bro, listen. You need to calm down.
Tell this man.
Listen, sir. Do your job. Do your job. Listen, so.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay.
Bro, move
that rent instead of them flat screens.
Move all this stuff up.
Obviously, it's fine.
Sir.
Look at here, bro. Watch out, bro. I got my.
Move you. You need to get out. 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 Whatever you gotta do. Get it.
She right by the door. Wait.
Yeah, no, it gotta get out this house, sir. It need to go out this house. Everything. So we'll give y'all a couple minutes to grab whatever you're gonna get.
It sounds like a scenario that has been developing for some time, with formal actions, complaints, and notices all along the way. When problems like unpaid rent get to that point, it usually indicates that there were several chances to resolve the situation before it got worse. There are fewer options if someone doesn't follow those instructions or show up when needed. After that, the process usually proceeds according to the knowledge at hand, which can result in difficult-to-reverse outcomes. Overall, it emphasizes how crucial it is to act quickly and remain involved in the process, because options become far more constrained once it reaches that stage.
Lady just received 10 years for lying on her Section 8 application. Lied. Now, don't ask me how she did it, but she was on Section 8 for 3 years before they caught on to her. This woman done got 10 years. Now imagine lying to provide a stable environment for your kids. Just to provide a stable environment for your kids. And now you can't even be a part of your kid's life. Y'all, I think more people should be disciplined for lying on paper. Stop putting yourself in situations where you have to be taken away from your kids. It's like people was going to go get them stimulus checks. It's like people was going to go get lying on a food stamp application. That's a federal crime. Lady, you lied on your Section 8 application in order to get a place to live, and now you have to go spend 10 years of your life in federal prison? Y'all, this is heartbreaking, man. It's too many women out here, man, single as it is, and the fathers is absent. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Since these programs depend on correct information to make fair decisions, giving misleading information on housing applications is a big problem. When the system is abused, it can cause problems for all parties concerned and interfere with the distribution of support. There are frequently lengthy waiting lists because programs like Section 8 have limited access. Fairness and appropriate verification play a major role in how these systems are run because many applicants have to wait years for help. All things considered, it emphasizes how crucial it is to go by the regulations and make sure that assistance reaches people who fit the requirements, particularly in situations where resources are scarce.
God forbid these SNAP recipients actually have to contribute to society. Play the clip.
I don't think it's fair that he do that, but...
And you were saying you think it's going to hurt a lot of people?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely it's going to hurt a lot of people. Because you never know, you know what? Especially now that we're in the holidays and everybody wants to have a good dinner and everything. And if you don't give it to them, it's going to be really hard.
It's very sudden. And it will affect people negatively really quickly. And a lot of people don't have the resources to obtain these new skills. So if it's possible to, keep it or find another way to always help these people, that would be very vital.
We have found thousands and thousands of illegal use of the EBT card. We have been moving people off of SNAP. We've got almost 700,000 people, I think, we've moved off.
Thank you.
Now a lot of that coming from the Secretary of Agriculture. She says the point here is to reduce that fraud system-wide through the entire SNAP program, saving millions of dollars over the next few years. In any event, let's break it down. Check this out. Here's some of those new requirements that you must meet. That age is raised from 54 to 64 years old. And here's the thing. You've got to work. You've got to be out training for work, finding a job, or volunteering at least 80 hours per month to keep those benefits running. If you're new to SNAP, well, you've got to meet these requirements ASAP. And if you're already on SNAP, the feds say, well, you've got to meet these requirements when you're reclassified again. You come into the office and talk to the folks dealing with all.
At first I was with her thinking that it was 80 hours a week. Then I read it's 80 hours a month, lady. Girl, bye. That ain't nothing but a few shifts at Mickey D's, ma'am. And that's without the weekends. That ain't nothing but a little over, not even a little over. That's 4 hours a day, ma'am. That is not unreasonable.
Depending on the circumstances and eligibility requirements, several aid programs may have work or job search restrictions, which may differ from case to case. Different persons may encounter different obstacles to working regular hours, and eligibility is typically determined by home circumstances and income.
This is a big one. Big changes are happening to Section 8 housing this fall, and it can affect millions of families nationwide. The 2026 budget proposal kicks in October 1st, 2025, and they're reducing the HUD budget by $33 billion. That's 44% less funds that would go towards Section 8 and rental assistance. They're moving the funds to the state block grant program, which is going to have $26.7 billion less than they do today. That means the states would be responsible for the rest for Section 8. And the big one, the 2-year cap on assistance. That means after 2 years, if you are an able-bodied, you cannot get Section 8 assistance anymore. Some people think this is unfair because it's not giving enough time for people to get back on their feet, and some people think it's time for this to end already. Let me know in the comments below, should there be more time?
In many places, waiting periods for programs like Section 8 can be quite lengthy, and some individuals who are already in need of housing assistance are only granted approval after years of being on a list. Because of this, these programs are frequently addressed in terms of their high demand and restricted availability, which explains why eligibility and timing might differ greatly from person to person. In order to keep viewers interested and set up the following scene in the series, this collection also shifts into another clip as it progresses.
Getting evicted in 14 days.
We just got the court papers.
I've been evicted before, so I know the drill. We owe like 3,000 plus. Almost $4,000, right?
That's where we're at right now, but we still have to fill out we have to pay for the full time that we reserved. So that will be close to $6,000.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get on a payment plan for that.
Yeah, we're gonna be homeless for at least 3 months to stack up some money and pay that back. As fast as we possibly can.
So with the next little bit of time that we have, we're going to be packing up in here, cleaning up, getting it brand spanking new, and then we're going to start setting up the tent, clearing out a space and getting ready for us to move in.
Moments like these frequently involve a great deal of anxiety and worry behind the scenes, but it's difficult to properly comprehend this scenario from a brief film. It may take some time for people to reorganize, regain their finances, and locate another stable place to live when housing stability is impacted. Generally speaking, getting back on track requires consistent income, prudent budgeting, and access to support networks when required. These circumstances can be complex, and advancement frequently occurs gradually rather than all at once. Additionally, the video is meant to leave viewers reflecting on the various events and coming to their own conclusions on what most stuck out.